It's Joel Beya, and today I'm here at St George's Park, the England National Training Centre. And I want to give a massive shout out to the Football Writers Association. We're here to honour Sarina Wiegman as this year's FWA Tribute Award winner. Sarina's impact goes far beyond trophies. Through leadership, clarity and consistency, she has helped change the international game. A huge thank you as well to Lionel Scott, our official sponsors. You do not want to miss this one. It is a good one. Sarina, thank you very much. Let's get into it. Got a bit busy day after this today?
Yeah, some meetings.
Really?
Talking football. Talking about players. And there's a cup game tonight.
Okay.
So there's City, Chelsea, which I'll go to.
Yeah.
And there's Arsenal, Man U, which my colleague will go to.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's nice. Nice football day. A
You're
little bit of talking.
Yeah. You're at the stage now where I'm sure when everything you say, people just go,
Which is not good, is it? So then people need to keep challenging me too.
Really?
Yeah. Of
Gosh.
course.
Well, anyway, I want to say congratulations, Sarina Wiegman, because you are going to be awarded the FWA Tribute Award. I've just come here to St George's Park, and every time I come here, it feels like I'm getting an England call-up. It's a lovely, beautiful place. The setup's good. The staff are brilliant. When you come in every day, what feeling do you get? You know, are you still surprised by it? Do you still think, you know?
No, I'm not surprised because I'm here all the time.
Yeah.
No, it's just I know it's world class, and of course FA wants to improve all the time and keep at the top level. This just shows that what the FA wants with football, and that we want to be in the top of the game and be world class, and I really enjoy that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't take it for granted. It's really special, and yeah. It's part of the game. You want to be the best and need the best staff, the best facilities, and the best players.
Yeah, it's part of the success. I mean, obviously, you know, back-to-back European Championships, there's a lot that goes into it, you know, 3 finals, as we've been saying here today. Did you expect this level of consistency when you started your international job?
Well, expect is a hard word. You're trying to get at your best and stay at your best, and knowing that that making finals is really, really special. That when you make 1 final in your life at major tournaments, it's already very special. But making 3 or 5 is it's a real bit. But you're trying to go to the next and be at your best and work really hard for that, together with the team, with the staff and the players and the FA. And hopefully then, you get to that stage, and no matter what. You know, what the competitors, like the competition has become really, really high. We know that. But we also know that if we are at our best, then we can compete with anyone. Yeah.
I mean, I heard you earlier on another FWA interview, you were talking about how you don't really shout too much. You have a unique style of leadership. Players like Leo Williamson have spoken about how clear you are and how much you trust them. How important is it that your leadership mirrors on the pitch and off the pitch as well?
Yeah, well, you know, it's just I'm myself. I'm me, and I truly believe that the way I coach, that is part of me, who I am. But at the same time, I truly believe that that's the best way to coach. And you have different ways of coaching, but I believe in this, that, you know, that's clarity, but also treat people with respect. Respect is not the same as being consequent, because sometimes it's not like how you talk to players and connect.
Can you elaborate that for me, please?
Well, you know, I make decisions, who I put on the pitch, who I select, what I think is the best team to win a game or a tournament. And sometimes, you know, sometimes the player has been injured for a while and she's back, so she has not been able to train every single day. And if I would have asked her to train every single day, she would not be fit and be ready to compete.
Yes.
So if I would say, you have to be on the pitch every single day to be able to be that, then I know I'm shooting in my own foot.
Got you.
Because we have a schedule, we have a plan, you want to have everyone on the pitch, but one player needs a little bit more, one a little bit less. And then it's not, so it's not one size fits all. And so that's in consequence, but you know, how you behave to each other, because I think that's, of course, that's you want a framework, and people, everyone's going to make mistakes, but learning from mistakes, trying to do better every single day on the game and sometimes in behaviors, that's what I believe in. And what I just said, I don't believe in shouting at people, because I don't think that brings the best out of people. There's something different than challenge. I do challenge people, challenge and support, But the way you do it is the way I do it, how I am.
I think that's really unique because not only does that set a framework in sport, but I think that sets a framework in work environments in total.
Yeah.
And again, who can really argue with someone who's been as successful as you are? I want to talk about tactical insight because in Euro 2025, I'll probably say it was different because England didn't always have possession. They weren't always dominant in possession. Was that a tactical decision or was that just how it played out, would you say?
Yeah, I think that's the growth of the game. That's how our competitors have improved their game too. I think most of the games we had more of the ball, especially Spain.
Yeah.
And we said to each other like how it was a couple of years ago, and that was also how the women's game was in general. England had the ball all the time. But with the improvement of the game, we said sometimes we need to be comfortable not having the ball, but being patient and wait till the moment, I get the trigger moments to try to win the ball. And first of all, when you don't have the ball, you want to prevent the goal.
Yeah.
And then secondly, you want to win the ball back. And if possible, of course, we want to win the ball back as quick as possible. But if, like, for example, the level of the goalkeepers have improved a lot too. So they are the extra players sometimes. So if we start chasing the goalkeeper straight away, we're not allowed somewhere else. And when the team is really good, you better be patient a little bit and find a place on the pitch where you then try to really put pressure on the opponent and win it back. Most of the time we had more of the ball in the games, but not against Spain.
Yeah. I would say what intrigues me the most about you, of course, tactical genius, but again, we spoke about your leadership, etc., and just the way you manage a team. If we take, for example, players like Chloe Kelly, where she'll step into an important moment and she'll deliver, a lot of that is down to the trust, etc. You know, how have you been able to impartate that to your players where they know that whether they're starting or they're not, you know, they're still going to go on the pitch and give you the best version of themselves possible?
Yeah. Well, first of all, it's on the players. So the players decide, I accept my role, whatever role I'm going to take. And we're talking about the Euros now. So credits to the players. What I'm trying to do, of course, is have conversations with players and say, okay, if a player improves, I'm happy. So if we're talking about things, and I'm not doing that I'm doing that with the staff, of course.
Okay, yeah.
So if we have a conversation, okay, what are you really good at? What can you do better? And if I see improvement in that, that's really good. So a player deserves a compliment then. But there's a second then, there's a competitor in the team. So then still you can be on the bench while I think you're improving, but you can't control what the other person on your position does or my tactical decisions. And I just want to give the players as much clarity as possible when we go into that tournament, where they stand. And that can change in one moment, of course. And yeah, that clarity and communication and that comes with respect, having conversations with players and sometimes ask them, how are you? It's hard when you're sub at moments. It's really hard. But acknowledge that and ask, okay, are you okay? I know it's hard. I see you working really hard. Or sometimes challenge a player. But I think that's really important to do.
Are you comfortable making uncomfortable decisions?
I have to make uncomfortable decisions because that's my job.
Yeah.
No, I'm not comfortable.
Okay.
But that's okay. I'm not comfortable because I care. But I cannot put 13 players on the pitch or 20 players on the pitch. I can put 11 players on the pitch. So it's my job to make the decision which I think is the best for the team.
Yeah.
And also knowing, and I know that with the England squad, every player was ready to come on and to contribute to the team's performance. And everyone knew the task, you could tell. And we had learned, and that's sometimes when experience is so important. We learned from the final in 23, and we learned from other moments. And we did a couple of things better when we had to force to score a goal.
Yeah.
We really did a couple of things better, but you could see the connections on the pitch which haven't been addressed at moments, but we addressed them. So the run, for example, the run that, when we played Italy, the run that Beth Mead made in front of the goalkeeper when Lauren Hemp was on the right side and she had to cross with her left foot.
Yeah.
But if Beth Mead would not have made that run, then the goalkeeper could have just caught the ball. But she couldn't because if Bet would have touched it, so she needed to take one step, then she couldn't catch the ball, and there was Michelle. And she hit it in. That's connection. The same with the penalty kick of Chloe. Ella Toon was really ready, so she already started running with the penalty. That's why she stayed ahead of that defender. And that's the reason why Chloe could score that goal in second stage. If Ella would not have made a run, the defender would have hit it and we wouldn't have scored that goal. We would have probably have gone to penalty shootout. Those are little things,
fine margins,
that made the difference.
Yeah.
And that was the connection in the team. And that gives me the most joy in the journey. These moments that a lot of people don't see, but of course we see it.
Yeah. I want to talk about the rise of women's football. Obviously, it's grown enormously, and your team, your staff, the players, they've been a massive contribution to this, the fans as well. From inside looking out, because you're in the inside looking out, what's changed the most, would you say?
What's changed most? I think the demands of the game. And of course, that's inside and outside. So there's so much growth in the game that on the pitch it really changed. Like, there are no easy games anymore. And you have to show up and deliver every single day. So there's more, of course, more investment in the game. There's growing the game, people can make a better living, but that comes also with other responsibilities. So where are we going to make the decisions? So how am I going to stay at the top of my game and also make a living? People want more from you outside the game, so it's harder to make the right decisions, stick with your values, and of course enjoy these moments too, but where to find the balance? I think that's a massive change too. And I think of course the calendar, like the power around, like what's the calendar like? What does this mean? What's happening? So I think you can't just really split it. It all has influence on each other. So we're really on a crossroad. I think we can make some really right decisions, but it's hard too because where do you find the balance? We have a product. We want to grow the game commercially, but we also want the product to be at the best on the pitch because that's why people come to the games. Yeah.
How do we protect this then? Because you're saying it's about balance, but how do we get this right balance, would you say? Because is that down to the team you have around you? Is that your gut instinct? How do you make
Well, in my circle, I really try to, of course, we have to perform also and figure out, okay, first of all, it starts with having conversations with each other. So with all the departments, okay, where are we at? Where do we want to go to? What do we need? Where can we support and help each other to grow the game on the pitch and off the pitch, commercially, technically? And how fast do we go? So not one there and the one stays there. That needs to go together. Yeah. And I'm not an expert on lots of things, but that's what trying to stay connected, have these conversations so we know exactly what's the consequence of one decision on the pitch and off the pitch. And if we accept that consequence, then we move on. But if we think, that's detrimental because that's detrimental for the player's development or makes the risk of injuries too high, then it's something to discuss. Because I think it starts with the product on the pitch and how can we, and the players first and then figure it out. I think overall, and I know that is really, really complicated, you have the FIFA calendar, stay connected, and then you have we don't only have the UEFA, we also have other confederations too. Yeah. And then start with the calendar, then the UEFA calendar, then of course the calendar of like the FA, where we have so many players also from abroad because we want to be the best league in the world. And that needs to stay connected too. It's complicated, I know that. And I hope in 5 years we say, okay, we made some right decisions. We grow the game on the pitch and we grew it commercially too. And there's consistency, there's continuity, so it's sustainable. Yeah.
So, I can see why your leadership skills are top level. And I just want to say thank you so much for giving us the time today, and congratulations on receiving the Tribute Award. There's no one else that it should be going to. You've done an amazing job, and keep it up, and hopefully we get to see you again.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. That was like...
There were some other questions.
Yeah, because do you know what? Yeah.
I know, and I forgot. So I talked about it, but I wanted to talk about Niamh because Niamh had a crucial header.
Really?
Crucial header against Sweden in extra time. And Grace Clinton had a crucial moment when she came in as a defensive midfielder where she won a ball.
Yeah.
Oh, but I couldn't mention all of those.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I mean, for me, it was like the leadership skills in general. I think that is... It's A1. Yeah, there's something about, and because in today's world, you're dealing with people, isn't it? So you want to make sure that, how do you manage these people? It's not like back in the day where it's a one-size-fits-all. So how
I'm not saying that my leadership fits. I don't know if my leadership would fit everywhere. It's where I believe, and if it doesn't work, then get someone else.
Yeah, yeah. But it's proven. I mean, I think, it's proven, isn't it? Really, it's very interesting. Very interesting.
I love the kind of calm leader.
Yeah.
It just resonates with me.
Yeah, inside I'm not always calm, but I don't believe if the players see me screaming, thank you, on the next to the, what do you think they can think? Oh, there's panic, so we don't have control.